Hey everyone, and welcome to today's explainer. We've got a really fun one lined up for you. We're going on an adventure to decode one of those sneaky little grammar secrets that trips almost everybody up at some point: the true difference between adjectives ending in ed and ing. And don't worry, we're not just going to sit here reading textbook rules. We're actually going to explore this out in the real world, from a bustling, noisy aquarium all the way to a mysterious underwater city, just to see exactly how these descriptive words shape our everyday lives.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, cracking the adjective secret. Then 2, a wonderful aquarium journey. 3, the kids and grandma contrast. 4, adjectives in daily life. And finally, 5, exploring more unknown mysteries. All right, kicking things off with section 1, cracking the adjective secret. So here is the golden rule you absolutely need to lock into your brain. Let's talk about those words ending in ing first. These describe the cause, basically the inherent nature or the characteristic of a thing, a place, or an event. Now, on the flip side, we have words ending in ed. These describe the effect, specifically how a person actually feels as a direct result of that cause. Simply put, a thing is ing, which causes you to feel ed. It's totally cause and effect. Now, you might be wondering, what about a word like scary? This is a brilliant example of a common yet totally logical exception to the spelling rule. Think about scary and scared. Even though scary doesn't actually end in ing, it still acts as the cause. The inherent nature of that giant shark is scary. And the effect? Well, the person looking at the shark feels scared. So the core logic of cause and effect stays exactly the same no matter how the word is spelled. Let's see this in action. Section 2, our wonderful aquarium journey. Grab your virtual tickets because we're heading into an aquarium to map this out. Picture yourself walking in. First up, you see the penguins. Their nature is amazing, which causes you, the visitor, to feel amazed. Next, you wander over to the sharks. They're an absolutely exciting exhibit, right? So you feel excited. But then, oh man, maybe you get pulled into an educational lecture that is just, frankly, boring. What happens? You guessed it, the listener feels bored. The environment puts out an energy, and we just react to it. And our tour keeps going. As we stroll through the halls, we spot these amazing sea turtles just gliding smoothly through the water. We pass by some pretty boring jellyfish just aimlessly floating around, kind of doing nothing. And of course, we come face to face with a massive, scary squid lurking in the dark. Each of these traits, amazing, boring, scary, is the cause. They're just sitting there waiting to trigger a specific feeling in whoever walks past the glass. Moving right along to section 3, kids and grandma contrast. So we know that things trigger feelings, but here's where it gets really interesting. What happens when different people experience the exact same event completely differently? Imagine the scene at the dolphin tank. The kids are practically vibrating, running up to the glass, pointing and jumping. To them, the whole vibe is electric. They're yelling, the dolphins are exciting. And because the dolphins are exciting, the kids are very excited. For them, the inherent nature of the aquarium is purely thrilling. But then we have Grandma. Bless her heart, Grandma has been walking around literally all day. Her feet are killing her, and she's honestly seen quite enough fish for one lifetime. So it's her perspective. The aquarium is boring. And because it's boring, she is really bored. It's the exact same building, the exact same flipping dolphins, but a completely, totally different internal reaction. And this right here perfectly hits the nail on the head regarding the comedic friction of our grammar rule. The aquarium's nature, whether you think it's exciting or boring, might be objectively present, but that ed feeling, that depends entirely on the person experiencing it. The kids are excited while Grandma is utterly bored. The environment hasn't changed one bit, but the personal effect shifts totally depending on whose shoes you're in. All right, let's zoom out a bit for section 4, adjectives in daily life. It's time to take our grammar goggles outside the walls of the aquarium because this rule applies literally everywhere you go in your daily routine. Check out these scenarios. You're sitting in a theater and the movie is boring. The result? You feel bored. Or say you're curled up with a book that's incredibly interesting, you are captivated and feel interested. What about hitting up a theme park? You plunge down a massive water ride at the sea park, the ride is exciting, so boom, you feel excited. And if you go run a 5K race or paddle one of those heavy pedal boats across a lake, the activity is physically tiring, which leaves you feeling tired. The cause and effect rule is brilliantly universal. You know, we can even see this happening right in our own homes with hands-on activities, like a waves in a bottle science experiment. Let's walk through it. Step 1, you grab a reusable bottle, wash it out, add some water and a few drops of blue color. Step 2, you pour in some oil, and why not sprinkle in some glitter for a little extra flair. Step 3, you line the cap with glue, seal it super tight, and tip it back and forth to see these awesome ocean waves crashing right in your hands. Doing active, cool stuff like this inherently creates interest. And look at that. There's our rule in action once again. The science experiment itself is interesting. That's the nature of the project. Therefore, the direct effect on us is that we are interested. We literally built the cause with our own hands, and now we get to sit back and enjoy the effect. Let's wrap things up with Section 5, exploring more unknown mysteries. We're going to scale things way up now, from simple daily life to epic global wonders. Let's talk about pyramids for a second. We all know the ones in Egypt, right? They're definitely the most famous. And the massive ones in Mexico are known for being the largest. But here is where the story gets incredibly intriguing. Divers have actually discovered ruins deep in the ocean near Japan that look just like pyramids. And get this, they might actually be the oldest ones on the entire planet. Bringing our grammar rule full circle to this massive real-world discovery, these underwater ruins are amazing. That is their breathtaking, awe-inspiring nature. And because they are amazing, they leave the divers who are down there exploring them feeling completely amazed. It's wild to think about, but the greatest mysteries of our world follow the exact same grammatical rules as a weekend trip to look at some penguins. Which leaves us with a few final provocative thoughts to chew on today. Who actually built that massive underwater city? Why did it sink into the sea? Was it a catastrophic earthquake, or did the ocean just slowly rise over thousands of years? It is an absolute mystery. And hopefully navigating the fascinating ways we use words today has left you feeling profoundly interested and eager to go out and keep exploring the amazing world around you.